Happy Friday! Or whatever day it is when you watch this. Get a little sage rockin'. Good morning, Jessica. How you doing today? We'll use 2 blocks today. And maybe a blanket if you need it for support under your knees, or maybe even some other stuff today. There you go. All right. Actually, we'll start with using our blanket and potentially using our blocks too. So we'll come into a seated position on the shins. So the tops of our feet are on the mat. Toes are untucked. Now you could use a block between your hips and your heels if that feels better for you. Okay? You could use 2 blocks there too. Grab your blanket and have it unfolded folded just to this type of shape and size-ish. You could be a little bit bigger. Okay? So we're rolling up the blanket on the longer edge. It's just going to be really inconvenient if you have it super long. It might get kind of annoying rolling it up, but just do what works for you today. And you might not want to make the roll super huge, just maybe about halfway or so, depending on the size of your blanket. Of course, you can always change it up. But we'll start in with a gentle massage of the belly before we start our breathing today. So the hands just grab onto the blanket wherever you can, and bring one hand actually to your belly, and on an exhale, just feel your belly pull in. Like really, really, really scoop everything out. And then start to put the blanket on your belly, just about at your belly button line, okay? Be mindful of your ribs here. Once the blanket's in place, grip on there as best as you can with your hands, so you're like pulling it back with kindness. Draw a full breath in, expand your lungs width-wise, so think of breathing into your armpits. As you exhale, feel the belly pull in, and then gently start to fold forward. So you can use your hands as you need to keep the blanket in place. You'll have to push it downwards so you don't end up jamming your ribs. Now, once you feel like you're in a fold that's good for you, you can choose. Keep your hands on the blanket, bring your hands down to the mat. Just make sure that you're not hurting yourself in any way here. We very simply just want to open space through the belly, through that entire abdominal region, but we're also facilitating even better breathing. So you'll notice some thoracic opening here as well. And just slow, deep breathing in and out of the nose. The blanket, again, is underneath the ribs, so you can even, like I mentioned, adjust yourself, but feel your heart pull a bit forwards and be nice. You don't have to crouch all the way over. This is not supposed to be super uncomfortable, just a smidge, okay? So be gentle with yourself. Body temperature can really get rocking through this. We're almost there. And then when you're ready, just move slow. Start to come up. Use your hands to help you. Coming back all the way. And just use the grip of your hands on your blanket and just kind of almost shear the abdominals. So you're just kind of going back and forth. But again, it's not something hard. Just think of a gentle massage to loosen up these spaces a bit. This whole region of the body can get really sensitive, right? I mean, we carry fear in and around the solar plexus. We even carry it in and around the sacral region, like in the kidney zone. So even just softening the front area can help us feel more safe, and then we automatically feel that safety in through the back area of our body as well. Just let everything enjoy this nice little massage. Can you close your eyes and feel the shifting of this massage from the front of your body to the back of your body through the center of your body? Can you feel that? Maybe not. It's okay. Can you feel a bit of heat building through your arms? Isn't that nice? Passive little exercises, and yet we work through so much. And then when you're ready, come to stillness. Leave the blanket where it is. If at this time your ankles are really bothering you, by all means you can sit down on your bum, but try to stay in this kneeling down position if you can. Elbows out to the sides like a cactus. Good, and we're just moving slow. We're not integrating fast breathing. Just twist to the left. Open your chest, and then just inhale your way through center and go to the right. Just breathing nice and naturally back through center, over to the left, and to the right. Good, one more to the left. Oh, good, twist, and then one more to the right. Cool. Back to center. From here, just bring your hands down, and if you crossed your legs, come back to this position. Just hinge forwards enough so you can tuck your toes. Okay? And then we're up through the upper body. We've got our blanket back on our belly. And breathe all the way in. Breathing out. Just let it be a slow process, but eventually start to press that blanket in towards your belly, about navel height, a tiny bit lower is fine, and start to fold forward. It's going to feel different. We have the toes tucked. So keep that blanket in place as best as you can, and lower your hands to the mat. You may find you can go a little deeper now, but don't force it. Just be where you can. Your forearms can come down, or your palms, whatever works. We're just relaxing here for a little bit, and then we'll work slightly deeper. So see if you can breathe in and out of the nose. Gentle breathing. Be very kind with the depth of the massage you're offering yourself here. Back up if it starts to feel really uncomfortable. Good. Now from here, lift up through your chest just a bit. So we want to keep the hands or the forearms on the mat wherever you're at, but we want to maintain this little fold that we have going on. And just nice and easy, just kind of shift side to side, like you're just gently giving your body a little wiggle. It's not fast, just a gentle rock side to side. So again, you could be on your elbows, you could be up on your hands, you're just shifting your weight left to right, getting that same idea of that shearing that we did in the other position. Same kind of concept here, so be gentle. This can open up some deep stuff on a psychological level as well, and it might not kick in until after you've done the class. So breathe deeply and be super kind to yourself. And then when you're ready, come all the way to stillness. We're bringing the palms onto the mat below your shoulders. From here, the elbows draw in, the knees float off the mat, press into the arms until they're straight. So your knees are floating up, we're in a squat. We have lots of support with our arms. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, and then just breathe out slowly with control. We lower the knees back down, and just let your chin and chest lower towards the ground, not to touch, just lower. And then inhale, gentle. Start your process of lifting the chest up, pressing into hands, knees come up. Breathe. Slowly come all the way down. Use that integrated strength in your upper body so this can be super smooth. Have that little bowing action, little fold. And then we'll do that one more time. So moving slowly, pressing up, let the knees float up. So this is all a massage for the belly, but it's also that kindness we want to extend to ourselves. It's like a loving embrace around this very sensitive area of the body. Now from here, lower the knees. Last time. Do a little bow. Okay. And then we're pressing up again. So now it's easy peasy, right? Knees are off the mat. Walk the hands in towards you. Okay, so now we're balanced in a squat, right? Cool. Fingertips are on the ground, and notice you're breathing in your body temperature. It's such fun stuff. So now we're practicing lifting the hips. Don't lose the blanket. Okay, let's fingertips down so your heels are still lifted. We're lifting the hips up, so you got to think of pushing your bum back and up. Maybe your legs straighten and your heels come down, but maybe not, okay? This is not something we're forcing here. When you're ready, guess what? We're coming back down. So slowly bend the knees and lower your hips to your heels. Yay. Okay. Whew, I can feel this getting through some grime in my core. Okay, let's lift up again. So pushing the bum back, lifting the hips up. Again, you can keep your heels lifted. If you can lower them, then please do. Enjoy a forward fold. Let your head relax a little bit. When you're ready, enjoy a half back pose. Look forwards. Yeah, that's different, right? And then exhale, bend the knees towards chest. Lower the hips down. Take your time. Awesome. Okay, so we'll do it 2 more times. Press into those toes. Lift the hips up. Maybe lower the heels. And we fold. Half back, breathing in. And bend the knees, breathing out. Good. When you're ready, last one. Breathing in, push that bum back and up. Heels lower down. Head relaxes. Half back pose. And just fold again here. So without crouching back down, just enjoy the forward fold. Double check your feet are hip distance apart. They're probably pretty locked in place by now, but check in with yourself fully and completely. Notice how you're hanging on to that blanket there. Remember, bend knees as much as you need. Now think of your butt cheeks pushing to the wall behind you. Just sliding backwards. And then just pause when you feel a little more weight towards your heels or in the direction of the heels if yours happen to be lifted. Now, as those hips have that gentle action of reaching behind you, imagine there is water flowing over the back of your hips and down the backs of your legs. So feel the movement of that water pulling down the backs of your legs, keeping you nice and balanced, but also fluid. Beautiful. Half back, breathing in. Breathing out, we're bending our right knee so the heel comes towards the bum. Full breath in. As you breathe out, if available, bring your palms flat on the mat if you were on your fingertips. Good. And then, of course, all optional, you can stay right here. Or if you can, do 5 little lifts with your left heel. So left heel lifts, find a little arch of your upper back, and then left heel lowers. Left heel lifts, arch the back, think of a cat pose, and then lower the heel. You got it. 3 more. Arch up, look towards that left knee, and then lower down, look between the thumbs. Lift the heel up. Yeah, and down. 1 more, right? And then all the way up and down. Beautiful. Come back onto your fingertips, give yourself a little help. Right foot comes down. We're almost there, I promise. Left knee bends. Your insides are getting such a great massage. So that left heel comes towards the bum. Staying here. And then lowering the palms down. So remember, bend the left or the right knee as much as you need to be here. I know it's tough. Pressing into the hands, arch back like a cat, lift the right heel. Look at your right knee. And then lower down. So it's like a little half back-ish kind of break. And then exhale, arch the back up. Lift the right heel. And come down. Look between the thumbs. 3 more times. Lift up. And come down. Lift up. And come down. Be kind. Last one. Lift up. And come down. Beautiful. Back onto your fingertips. Left foot comes down under the left hip. Breathe in, breathe out. One more inhale here, so we're still in that half back type pose. Fabulous. From here, slowly sweep the left leg up and back. So we're just holding the blanket now onto the top of the right thigh. Okay, so if you need to shift the position, then go for it. Breathing in. Breathing out. We're lowering the left toes down in a little lunge. Okay? Good. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, choices to stay here if this really works for you. Option to bring the right hand and forearm behind the right calf and ankle. Left fingertips stay on the mat. Left leg floats up, standing splits. Forehead towards the right shin. Straighten the right leg as best as you can. And then when you're ready, right hand comes down to the mat and sweep your left foot all the way beside your right. Adjust your blanket, you'll probably need to. Make sure it's nice and even because, of course, when you're ready, bend the left knee, sweeping the right leg up and back. So if you can straighten your left leg at this point, go for it, but if you can't, please don't stress. From here, we're reaching those right toes back to gently land down in a lunge. Fingertips stay on the mat. And be kind, because one side might feel great stepping back deep. The other side, maybe not. Okay? Breath in. Breath out. Optional to stay here, or that left hand can come behind the left calf, and we do a little standing splits as that right leg lifts off. Be gentle. And then when you're ready, slowly, left hand comes back down, right foot comes back down. Beautiful. Adjust your blanket. Make sure that everything's feeling all right there. And then lower your hips into a chair position. Hands reach forwards and up. And hold here. Think of your thumbs reaching for the wall behind you as you push your bum back and lift your chest up while holding the blanket there. Now moving into a gentle twist, reach your right arm back and your left arm just slightly forwards. Just see what you can do, nothing too crazy. Inhale up through center. And it's going to be different than normal. We're holding on to a blanket, right? Left hand back, right hand forwards, a little twist here. Good. Back to center. And then fingers down to the mat, lengthen the legs, fold the upper body. Full breath in, half back. Breathing out, grab your blanket, stand all the way up. Whew. Set that blanket aside. Hope you feel some of that heat, yeah? Worked a lot of opening here. So let's open it even more, okay? Feet are hip distance apart. And just palms on top of the thighs, okay? Think of your chest lifting up and just allow your body to gently lean back. So you'll feel your hips come forwards. Keep your chest lifting up. We want to feel that strength in the front of the throat and in the chest. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, come all the way up. Breathing out, hands to the hips. Good. Step your feet a little wider than your hips, maybe about shoulder distance. And then just start whatever direction you want, going in circles. Just that upper body circling around the lower body. Getting a little bit more movement going on through the pelvis, through the hips. Breathe nice and slow and natural. And reverse when you're ready, so just go the other direction. bring your feet hip distance apart again. Palms come to prayer, and then we reach the hands all the way up. Same thing, so think of your sternum going upwards and focus on that action. Allow your body to gently lean back, but just focus on the sternum lifting. It's not a huge back bend here. Keep your legs strong. Lift your chest higher. This is strengthening. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, and then slowly, nice and neutral spine. Keep your arms up. We're shifting into warrior 3, so the right leg is reaching back as the upper body hinges forwards. Holding here. Inhaling up, so your arms are still overhead, right foot comes down. We'll go to the left side. And coming all the way up. Right leg sweeps forwards and up, hip height. And the foot comes down. Left leg goes forwards, watch those shoulders. Keep them nice and integrated. No shrugging the shoulders. And then left leg comes down, keep those arms up. Right leg out to the right. And down. Left leg out to the left. And down. Hands to the heart. Close the eyes for a moment. Breathing in, breathing out here. Beautiful. Undo through the hands, and then bring them behind your back, interlacing fingers, crossing thumbs over one another. Feet, hip distance apart. Slowly draw your elbows together. So we're feeling that lifting of the sternum here. Just like we were finding in the back bend, but we're not back bending. So as the sternum lifts, instead of back bending, we're now drawing our elbows together. Breathe in, breathe out. Now you can keep your thumbs on the backs of your hips. That can be really helpful. So do that and keep drawing elbows together. Sternum feels like it's lifting, and then belly draws in and we're hinging at the hips. So lead with your heart as you fold, fold, and fold. Knuckles reach up to the ceiling when you're ready. Keep the base of your palms together. So really squeeze your hands together and focus on pulling your shoulders away from the floor. So still think of that idea of your sternum shining away from you. It's just that we're facing downwards now. But reach those knuckles upwards. Feel the sides of the shoulders pull back, the sides of the chest pull back. Feel your pecs open up. Feel your legs get long. Eyes are wide open for this. Keep breathing. Notice your forward folds. See how you're feeling in the hamstrings, the hips, the core. Notice how much help the core is giving you to fold deeper. Feel that chest open. We're almost there. Keep breathing. You got it. Squeeze the palms together. Yes. And then slowly undo through the fingers. Let the arms come all the way down. Maybe grab opposite elbows. Press into your heels. Let the upper body melt a little deeper. Grab around the backs of your calves, fingers point to the heels, draw your forehead towards your shin. Crown of head drops towards the ground. Not actually touching, of course, but finding that beautiful weight, just carry some length through your spine. Beautiful. Releasing through the hands. Now there's a chance you may want your blocks beside you for this, okay? So maybe have them around, but you might not use them at all, okay? So from here, fingers on the floor or hands on your blocks. We're bringing the right foot forwards as we bend into the left knee. We worked on this a bit a couple weeks ago. So it's all kind of one motion. So we start to bend through the knees and send that right leg forwards. It's a lot of core, okay? And then we find that little lift to bring the foot back in and come up. So this is where blocks are handy, okay? Because it's a big journey. So same thing, so we start to squat and left foot comes forward. Your right heel's gonna lift, that's totally fine. And then left foot comes back and hips lift up. Okay, so the blocks do make it a lot easier, give it a shot. And then come down to squat, send the right foot forwards, you got it. And then come back and up. We'll do the left side again. Bring that left foot forwards. And back and up. One more each side. Lowering in to that squat, send the right leg forwards, and then back and up. Last time, over to the left. And then back and up. Good, legs are long, hips are lifted, fingers are on the mat. You can set the blocks aside if you were using them. Half back pose. And fold to plant palms, walk into a plank. All right, so just get solid in your plank pose, strong through your arms. And while we're here, find a cat back. So arch your back up, round the spine, and then come back into your plank. So feel your chest open up. And then round the spine, feel the chest open up. Good, notice that movement in the shoulders, round the spine. So shoulder blades move away from each other, and then neutral spine, chest forwards, shoulder blades get neutral on back. Downward dog, hips up and back. Breathing in and out here. Nice and long through that beautiful spine. Engage your quadriceps. Feel your navel draw in. Feel your arms squeeze and hug. Breathe. Find the place of rest here. So make it as easy as possible. Good. Your left toes are pointing out to the left as the heel drops to the mat. The right foot steps forwards. Good. So if you need to shorten up your stance, go for it. We lift up into a warrior one. So we want to make sure we're feeling that left hip pull forwards. You might need to adjust your back foot. Hands come forwards and up. Palms together if you can. Breathing in, breathing out. So keep your hips neutral. And slowly find a little bit of a lean back. Think of your sternum lifting up, your right knee is bending deep. Back heel is down. Big stretch from hips to ribs to armpits. And then when you're ready, slowly left arm forwards, right arm backwards. Big spinal extension. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. If available, breathing out, left elbow, outside right knee, palms in prayer. So your back left heel is still down. Oh, this is such a fabulous posture. One of my favorites. Feel how long your spine is. Is that not fantastic? Yoga's amazing. Keep breathing. Beautiful. From here, the hands start to reach forwards. Neutral spine. Warrior 3. So send your weight into the right foot and float the left. Hands come down to the mat. Standing splits. Right hand behind the right calf. Left toes reach up. And then right fingertips down, bend into right knee, left toes down to the mat, back in the lunge. Heel is up, palms to the mat, right foot back, plank. Okay, we'll do a nice flow here. So heart draws forwards as we lower down through Chaturanga, pulling forward and up, upward dog, keep knees and hips lifted, opening that beautiful heart, and then down dog, roll over toes, hips up and back. Breathe in, breathe out, squeeze your arms, grip in with your fingers. Elbow creases facing one another. Right toes turn out, heel drops, left foot steps forwards between the hands. So do your best. Step the right foot to the place that works for you to have neutral hips as we lift Warrior 1. Hands together if possible. Breathing in, breathing out. Maintain that bend in the left knee. Lift your sternum to the ceiling. Gentle little back bend. Keep those legs strong, hips neutral, palms pushing together if available. Reach, stay rooted, and then when you're ready, exhale, neutral spine, right hand forward, left hand back. Remember that right heel is still down. Right hand is forward, left hand is backwards. Staying here, or right elbow comes down, outside left knee, palms plant in prayer. Stabilize those legs and the breath. Enjoy the long spine. Neutral hips. When you're ready, start to reach the hands forwards. Send your weight forwards, right leg lifts up. Warrior 3. And then plant the hands down. Right toes lift up, left hand around back of left leg, standing splits here. And nice and easy, left hand comes down, bend into that knee, lower the right toes. Plant the palms, walk to plank. Beautiful. Pull sternum forwards, lower and through Chaturanga. Lift up, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Flex those quads. Steady breathing. Squeeze Squeeze the arms a little more. Awesome. From here, step your big toes to touch. Reach the right leg all the way up and back. Nice and long. Right knee is coming forwards to the outer side of your right elbow, shifting plank. And then lengthen the right toes away from you. And then come back to three-limb dog. 2 more times. Right knee comes towards the elbow. We shift plank and just lengthen the leg. And then come back. So keep the arms straight. 1 more time. Coming forwards. Lengthen the leg. And come all the way back. Awesome. Right toes down. Left toes up. Strong in the arms. Left knee to left elbow. Straighten left leg. Ish. And then come back. Three-limb dog. Knee to elbow. Keep those arms straight. Lengthen left leg. And then come back. And up. 1 more time. Knee to elbow. Lengthen the leg. And then come back up. Toes down. Child's pose. Knees to the mat. Untuck the toes. Sit the hips to the heels. Maybe drag your hands back as well. And breathe. Awesome. From here, hands are forwards, shift table, tuck toes, down dog. Walk your hands back to your feet and stand up. Cool. Rooting down into the left foot, we're bringing our right ankle across the left thigh, just above the knee. So we've been doing lots of pigeon stuff this week, so we'll see how this goes. Push your hips back and fold your chest towards your right leg. Now if you can, bring your hands to the ground. Just your fingertips, whatever you can do. Breathe in, breathe out. Now you could stay right here and continue this stretch. If you want to shift a little more, just make sure that that right foot, that right shin, I should say, is basically aiming to land across the triceps, okay? So that means that right foot will be outside the left arm. You may be able to plant the palms down and bring that shin, again, across the triceps, the backs of the arms, and then your weight shifts forwards a bit and the left toes can lift. Okay? Maybe, but it's a lot. So be very kind. Come in, come out. I find it a lot anyway. But if you're super buff up top, this will be a little easier for you. Okay? And then when you're ready, left toes come down if they lifted. Hips come back up. We come back up to standing. Right leg comes down. Shake it out. Okay, we'll try the other side. Left ankle comes across that right thigh. Once you feel nice and steady here, or of course you could stay right here, this is awesome too. Hips move back. Chest comes forwards. And just hang out. See what works for you here. There's a chance your fingers will touch the ground. And just see how that feels. Okay, be very kind to yourself. If you're choosing, maybe you're working those palms on the mat and getting that shin across the triceps, and maybe the right toes float up. And we practice being here. But maybe not, okay? Really working the space that you feel good with today. And when you feel ready, slowly coming up, and coming out. Shake it out. Lots of work, right? Yeah. One more bit of work, and then we'll get down on the ground and some deep stretches. So a smidge more balance. Right leg steps up. Really integrating the core, okay? Like we've been doing all class. Folding over your right leg, your hands can be behind the thigh or towards the heel or even the ball of the foot. Belly and thigh stays connected. Lengthen right leg, maybe forehead to shin. And just practice. Breathing in, breathing out. And then bend into right knee when you're ready. Release grip, step down. Cool. One more side. Left knee steps up. Hands behind the thigh. We fold forwards. Maybe the hands come to the heel or the ball of the foot. And then we practice extending left leg. Forehead to shin. Belly really pulls in. And then gently bend left knee, step down, shake it out. Feet about as wide as the shoulders. Toes point slightly out. Deep squat, lowering down. Palms to prayer. Malasana. Enjoying the tall spine here, closing your eyes. Enjoy the breath. Slowly release the palms so you can sit your bum down on the mat. Soles of feet come together. Knees open up wide. Of course, sitting on your blanket or block if you need. Hands could wrap around the toes or hang onto the ankles. See if you can come into a little forward fold. Hands could even come forwards on the mat and just relax your upper body. And then come all the way up. Close through the knees. Bring the hands behind you. Fingers point to the hips. Reverse table. Hips lift up. Thumbs point in. Pinkies out. Chest is open. Hips are lifting. Head is neutral, not dropping back. And then hips lower down. Relax over the thighs for a sec. Sitting up, elbows come back, Fingers point to the hips. Chest is open. Same thing, reverse table, but the baby version. So lift those hips up. Feel that beautiful deep opening across chest and front of shoulders. Again, head is not dropping back. We're focusing on lifting the front of the body. And then gently lower the hips down. Press yourself up. Relax over the thighs. From here, rolling up. Open the legs nice and wide. So of course, sitting on the blanket if you need. And staying nice and tall here to start, maybe even closing your eyes. Fingertips are just on the ground in front of you. Or if hips are super tight, hands might be behind you, okay? Honor your beautiful body. Gently start to open your heart over to the left. So walk the hands so they're either side of your left thigh. And just think of aligning your sternum with your left shin. Not that it's going to happen, but just think of that full rotation. Breathe in, breathe out. Crawl your right fingertips closer to your left knee, and then start to lean to the right. Let your left hand float up. Big, deep stretch. Breathing in, breathing out. So we use that right hand on the ground to help us maintain that hinge and that alignment we worked so hard on. Left shoulder stays stacked above the right. Just reach through those fingertips. Isn't that amazing? Feel all the spaces between your ribs. And then gently come all the way up. Walk the hands over to the right. Sitting nice and tall. Fingers either side of right leg. Full breath in and out. And look at your right shin and look at your sternum. Can they align with each other? Sitting tall. Get super tall here. Left fingertips walk towards the right knee a little bit more. Plant the palm. And then lean to the left. And let your right hand lift up. Oh, yeah. Breathing in, breathing out. Heel, open your chest. Those hips stay rooted. Notice the spaces that shake. And then slowly come all the way back up. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. We'll do it again, but a little differently. Twisting over to the left, all the while getting beautiful hip opening as well. Now the right hand is going to drag inside the right leg, palm face up. This time the right hand reaches towards the right heel, and we let the left arm peel up. Now it can feel easier to let the left hip also lift up here, so keep the left hip rooting and just work that extra space you can get between the elbows now. But try to straighten your left arm. Belly stays in, breathing out. Beautiful. From here, the left hand is slowly coming down inside the right leg. Right hand comes outside right leg. Revolve your chest to face the right leg and fold. Breathe in, breathe out. Slowly press up. Walk back to center. Breathing in. Good, and then breathing out, turn back to the right now. Left hand reaches inside left foot, palm face up, and then that hand reaches towards left heel. Right hand floats up and over. And we are opening the heart still and also working to extend that right arm as best as we can with the hinge and with that right hip staying rooted. Open that heart. Breathe in, breathe out. And then when you're ready, looking down to the left, right hand comes down inside that left leg. Left hand comes outside the left leg. We rotate the chest to the left and fold. And slowly coming up, back to center, and then walk the hands forwards. So just going to the depth that serves you. Maybe your hands are down, maybe forearms, maybe the chest, whatever works. And when you're ready, slowly press up. Hands come to the inner knees. Be so gentle. Lean back to draw your legs together. Oh yeah. Okay, so keep those legs together. Hands come behind. Reverse plank. Lift up. You could let your head drop back on this if you like. And lower the hips down. Scooching hips forwards just a little so you can lie your upper body down. Knees are bent, feet are on the mat, shoulder blades flat. Let the arms just relax out beside you. Breathing in, breathing out. as wide as your mat and let your knees just fall to the right. Going to whatever variation of this pose you prefer, and we'll breathe here. Coming back to center when you're ready, and let the knees lower over to the left. Whichever variation of this posture suits you best on this side. And slowly coming back up to center. Adjust your hips, make sure they feel nice and connected with the mat. Your lower back is connected. Shoulder blades are flat. And then lengthen down one leg. And make sure everything is still connected. And then lengthen down the other leg. Eyes are closed. Simple breathing in and out of the nose. Allowing the body to relax with the support of the floor underneath. Soften through your skin and your muscles. And as you get into this nice, relaxed state, we'll move through a complete round of our Wim Hof breathing, or the Tibetan breath of fire, Tomo breathing. So the goal is to stay nice and relaxed through the body and feel the breath just move in and out of that belly region. Okay, so breath is in and out of the mouth. We move the belly. We do a bunch of rounds on final cue breath. Exhale everything out. Hold emptiness as long as you can without strain. And then inhale, hold for 10 seconds, and natural breath return. Okay, so let's work into this. Breathing in and out. Focus on third eye. Focus that breathing, breathing in, breathing out. We're almost there. Speed it up a bit for these last rounds. Last one in. All the way out. And hold. again, simply focusing on third eye as you settle in. Feel the body sink a little deeper. Slowly deepening through your breath. Notice how your body feels. That seamless connection between the inside world and outside world. Gently bend through one knee and then the other, bringing the feet to the mat. And then the knees to the chest. Hands around the legs, however is comfortable. And a gentle rock side to side. Keep the breathing slow and just gently roll onto your right side. Use your right arm as a pillow. Hang out for a moment, let everything ground down. When you feel ready, just gently press up, into a seated position. Something comfortable, and just close the eyes and bring your palms to prayer. Breathe in and out, just simply enjoying how you're feeling, noticing how you're feeling. We went quite deep on our journey today, so really honoring yourself, offering yourself little bits of extra love throughout the day, and really nurture all of these inner spaces, psychologically, physically, spiritually, that just opened up for you. And drawing a complete breath in of loving gratitude into ourselves, and a full breath out of loving gratitude for everyone else. And thank you for our practice today. Namaste. And your body, mind, everything is certainly quite primed for deep meditation. So if you've got some time, tap in a little deeper. And otherwise, we'll see you next time. And I hope you feel super fabulous with all that inner alchemy we worked today. See you next time.